Hey Emmeline lovers, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining. If you're a new subscriber, welcome in, and if you are an existing subscriber, thank you so much. I appreciate you. You are the real MVP. So guys, in today's class I'll be teaching you how to make this shirt. I'll take you on a step-by-step journey on how you're going to achieve this corporate shirt. Okay, so without much ado, let's go into the tutorial. So I'm going to be keeping 3 inches for the collar overlap. Okay, so after the 3 inches for the overlap, we're going to go ahead and take a straight line, and after that we're going to go ahead and determine our shoulder. All right, so the shoulder we're using here is 16 inches divided by 2, that is 8. From that 8 we're going to come down by 1 inch, and we're going to slope our shoulder into the placement of the neckline. All right, so after that we're going to determine the depth of our armhole. Remember, you're going to divide your bust by 6 and then you add 2 inches. Okay, for this one I'm going to use 8 inches down, and at that point that is going to be our chest line. Okay, so on that line we're going to divide that by 2, and at the midpoint we're going to come in by ½ inch, just like so. Okay, so on that ½ inch we're going to connect the dot, which is going to be our armhole, just like doing so. Okay, so you connect from that ½ inch up to that line right there, and that is going to serve as our armhole. All right, after that we determine our vertical measurement, our waistline, we take our hip, and then we go ahead and determine our full length. The full length we'll be using here is going to be 28, and we're going to put 1 inch, which is going to be used to bend it over. All right, and then we go ahead and draw the lines just like so. All right, so guys, we draw the lines just like this, and after that we're going to go ahead and work on our neckline. All right, the neckline that we'll be using here is not going to be too deep. A shirt neckline is not supposed to be too deep. Okay, so for that reason we're going to be using 2 inch. Okay, first of all, let's go ahead and bend this over. All right, so that you won't be confused. So we go ahead and bend this this overlap. All right, we hide it a little bit, like take it under, so that our measurement is going to start from there. All right, and we can use this as well to extract the back. So we go ahead and take a neck width of 2.5 inches. All right, and then a depth of 2.5 inches as well. All right, so at this point we're just going to go ahead and extract our neck out with that measurement. We connect the dot just like this, and this is going to serve as our front neckline. Okay, so after that we go ahead and take your body measurement. Remember, the shirt is supposed to be free. All right, so you take the circumference of your bust and divide it by 4, put allowance. Okay, a shirt is supposed to be free unless you want to make yours really tight, then you can go ahead and determine the measurement that works for you. Okay, so that is what we're doing right there. On the hip we took a shirt, the circumference of our hip, and then we divide it by 4. We put the necessary allowance that we want, depending on how free you want it to be. All right, so we go ahead and we do that. So this is our body measurement. So at the bottom, for you to give that shape, you know, that shape of the shirt, we went up by 3 inches just like this, and then we cuff it into the shirt. All right, so that is the shape that we'll be having here, you know, that nice shape at the bottom of the shirt. All right, so that is what we ended up having. So we just went ahead and cut it out so that we use this to pin down on our other back pattern in order for us to get the back pattern. So you're just going to give like 4 to 5 inches up before you place your pattern, your front pattern on your back pattern. All right, so we went ahead on the neckline, just like you're seeing me doing right there. We went ahead and added 2.5 inches, okay, on the neckline. All right, so we added 2.5 inches on the neckline, and at the bottom of the front pattern we added another 2.5 inches, just like you're seeing me doing right there. Okay, and then you will notice that it's going to be slopey because we took 1 inch for the beginning of the neckline of the shoulder slope, so it's just going to be slopey. All right, so you just extract the line. You can see it's not straight, it's kind of slopey. All right, so you just extract the line just there. So now we're going to go ahead and work on our armhole. Remember, we came in by 1/2 inch. All right, to make it align, we're just going to go out by 1/2 inch as well, okay, for the back pattern. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and curve it out just like so. All right, we went in by 1/2 inch, but on this back pattern we're just going to go ahead and go out by 1 inch, and then we extract our armhole curve just like this. Okay, so this is just it for this pattern. Aside the neckline and the armhole, every other thing is the same. Okay, all right, so we go ahead and then we cut it out just like I will be doing so. All right, so that's just basically it for the cutting of the shirt. All right, so I went ahead and I cut it out. By the time you bend it over, that is how your neckline is going to be sitting pretty. Okay, so that's what I went ahead and I did. All right, and then we curve the neckline of the front just like so, and then remember we didn't cut it out. Now we're going to go ahead and cut it out, and this is the front, and we label this the back. Okay, so this is just for our measurement. It is that simple. Okay guys, let's go ahead and trim that, and then we go ahead and work on the sleeves. All right, this is the basic sleeve. I have this, all right, pinned. All right, so if you want to know how to cut this, you're just going to check. I have pinned it there. All right, so with -2 from the full length of our basics, our sleeve that we have, okay, we deduct 2 in order for us to give a placement for the placket. All right, so we cut this 2 out, and then when you're cutting it out, you're just going to add just 1 inch, okay, from the original measurement. All right, so on this very point right here, you're going to come in order for us to give it that slit with 2 inches. All right, we gave it that slit, and then we went up by 3.5 inches, just like I'm doing so. Okay, 3.5, just like this, and then on the side we came in by 2 inches. Okay, you're going to do this on the right and the left sleeve. Okay, and you're just going to slit that open up to that point. Please be careful not to slit the both open. If you can't slit one, you can just open it up and slit it. You're supposed to slit one side, okay, and on the left hand side you slit the other side. Okay, just like I am doing so. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and cut this out. Just follow me step by step. All right, I'm just going to see how this shirt came out really pretty. We went ahead, we cut the front, we cut the back. All right, we went ahead as well, we cut the sleeve. All right, and then we're just going to dive in and start joining them. Guys, please do well to like and share, comment. All right, please subscribe. That's the only thing you can do for us at this point. Subscribe and share our channel, recommend to your friends and your loved ones. Okay, don't forget to notch at that point of that overlap, the 3 inches overlap that we took. Please don't forget to notch, because it's going to be like a guide, and you're just going to go ahead and bend it over, overlap it just like this, and run a straight stitch. You notch at the beginning and at the end. It will serve as a guide, all right, when you're sewing. All right, especially for beginners. Okay, so and it will not make your collar to be too wide. All right, so I'll go ahead and join it and bring it and show you. So guys, I went ahead and I joined the neck. All right, see the neck, the excess 2 inches that we kept. All right, it now folded into our front neckline, and then now look at the overlap. All right, just that is it, sitting pretty right there. That is where your button is going to sit. Okay, so for the hand, let me briefly explain. Although I'm going to pin a detail a detailed tutorial on how to go out to do this step by step. Okay, so you're just going to cut like 1 inch strip, okay, with like maybe 7 or 8 inches. You're just going to sew it straight, just the way I am doing. Okay, you're just going to join it, and then when you join it at the front, you now turn it over just like that, just to have a very neat finishing at that slit area. Okay, so I have pinned it down so that will guide you. So that you won't be confused, please keep your sleeve like this. For the placket, if your sleeve is 8 inches, you're just going to make it like 9 inches. Okay, just 4 inches, that's 8. If you bend it over, it's going to be 4. Okay, for 8 inches by 9 inches. Okay, so this is how you're going to go ahead and join it. First of all, you're going to join the sleeve together just like I showed you, and you're just going to carry this and run a stitch down. That's after closing your slit neatly. I'll do it and bring it for you to see. So I went ahead and I joined just like so, the way I directed you. Okay, I went ahead and I joined it. That is the right sleeve and that is the left sleeve. Okay, so on the neck, I'm just going to go ahead and join this together. Please remember to notch your sleeve, the middle of your sleeve, and at that point there, remember to notch your shoulder. The shoulder is not the first line. When you iron it, you're going to see another line altogether. That is when you bend it over. I'm going to show you. All right, just take a look. Not that one, the upper one there. When you notch it, make sure the front and the line aligns at the bottom. Then you will have a new placement for the neck up there. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and run a stitch from the beginning till the end. That is you fixing your sleeve. Okay, and it's going to be sitting really pretty. I'll do it, and I'm just going to go ahead and I'll bring it for you to see. You're going to do it on the both side. All right, then you're going to go ahead and shape your shirt. All right, so we're going to go ahead and work on the collar. All right guys, so this collar, I'm going to place a single tutorial for this so that it will guide you step by step. That one will be more visible. All right, so you're going to go ahead and take a straight line that will guide you. Okay, after that, you're going to measure the circumference of your neckline. After joining the neck and doing all the joining, this is going to direct you on what circumference you're going to have on the neckline. Please do well to measure it twice so you won't make mistake, because it will be terrible for you to have your neckline and it doesn't align. So for this one, it was 16 inches. Okay, so we went ahead and take the 16 inches. All right, and at that point of 16 inches, to have our collar stand, we went up by 1.25. okay, so we're going to go ahead and extract the line just like this. Okay, so at that point of 1.25, we're going to go ahead and go in by 1.25 again. All right, that's going to be our collar spread. Okay, so at that point, we just take that line up to guide us. Okay, at that point where you have that 1.25, we're going to go in by 1 inch. Okay, that is where our collar spread is going to start. Okay, we take a straight line from that 1 inch down, and then from that point there, we take a straight line to connect that two. Okay, so that is we joining our collar stand and our collar spread together. This one is the cut together collar. Subsequently, I will show you how to cut two-piece collar. Okay, so at that 1 inch there, you're just going to curve it in a little bit. That is me running the whole process all together again. Remember I said 1.25 there, 1 inch is there, 2 inches there, and then 1 inch is over there. Okay, just follow step by step and you're going to get it. But then I'm going to drop a single tutorial for this on how to cut a corporate shirt collar. Okay, so that you understand it even more better. But if you follow it, you're still going to understand it here. Okay, so guys, I'm going to cut it out just like this. When you cut it out, you're just going to place it and cut it on your fabric. But before then, we're going to place 0.25 just to give the collar stand a very good place to sit down, so that it will sit very well without having to bend. You go in by 0.25 and then you cut it out. So you're going to cut this 2 times twice, like 2 pieces, and then you cut your collar gum. So I went ahead and I ironed it. All right, I slit in like 0.25 in there in order to give us a very good curve at the end. So you're going to go ahead and sew it just like this. All right, so I have sewn it, and this is what it looks like. Okay, I went ahead and I joined it just like that, and this is what it looks like. So you're going to take your neck and then you're going to join it on that collar just like this, straight. Okay, and then you flip this one over. After you join this one, you flip this one over and you're going to join it just like this. Guys, forgive me, there was no light. This is the iron I used in ironing this. I wasted too much time, so I had to iron it. That is why it's kind of looking dirty. All right, so the original intention was to make this shirt. I thought once I put stash on it, it's going to come out, but it did not really come out the way I wanted it. So I just had to like remove the rope, but I'll still show you how you're going to put the rope. Okay, so in case you want to use this, I later realized that the best thing is to use crepe for it. Okay, so to achieve this, on the neckline you're going to come down by 14 inches. Okay, so at that 14 inches you're just going to slit your rope inside just like I did so. All right, and then at the other side, at the same 14 inches, you're going to put the rope at the other side of the sleeve just like I showed you there. At that point you're going to join it. Okay, mine did not stand even after putting stash, so I just had to remove it. Okay, it needs a more stronger fabric. All right, that was why I removed it, but as you can see in the video, it actually came out. Okay, but it's not going to stand because it's too light. Maybe subsequently I'll do it on a crepe and show you. So you go ahead and put your buttons. Okay, you open the buttons up and then you insert your buttons just like what I am doing there. It is that simple. Okay, and easy to achieve, guys. I'm going to wash the whole thing out, and as you can see, it is going to come out really clean. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please like, share, subscribe, turn on your notifications. Okay, we have a lot in store for you here. I'm going to see you in my next video. Thank you.